look, it may not have been perfect, and I'm sure there are clips where he was wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, but the little package that went viral yesterday was about 10 or 12 plays where he basically called it out. He's like, $5 here, Jim. He's going to do this. He's going to, all right, he's, we all see. He's killing the player. He's going to hand off left. And he goes, how do you know it? He goes, I've just been around pro football my whole life.
Yeah.
And he makes you wonder, why aren't guys like Phil Simms or whoever, these ex-quarterbacks, that this is what they did, maybe filled into it as much as guys now, where they're just going up to the line of scrimmage and making all these reads. Why aren't more analysts doing this? It's really awesome.
Well, maybe some do. We just don't see it and hear it.
They'll verbalize it.
Not to say maybe they do, and then
no one's paid attention.
We just miss it.
Like the media is paying attention that they're calling out the plays.
Was empowered to do a lot of that, whereas there's some NFL quarterbacks. What jumps out at me is somebody like Tony Romo had the ability to see it and then change the plays. And there's some NFL quarterbacks
absolutely
who may or may not see it and don't change the plays.
Absolutely, but I would think he's not the only guy. Like obviously Peyton could do something like this.
Absolutely.
There's got to be more than a handful of guys that have played in the league over the last decade that could do this, that are calling games.
You don't find it annoying knowing something that's getting ready to happen instead of just watching the play?
I actually find it to be silly.
He's telling you what's in the birthday present before you open it?
Oh, no. The exact opposite. I found it to be amazing that he's showing how easy it is for him to see the formations and call out the plays in advance.
Now,
I think
some
it's
of
amazing.
it you can deduce just as a fan. Like he called out that, I think it was a 3rd and 3, and he said that by them running there, you knew that they were going to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I brag to my kid that I can predict their play, but it's just based on a situation. It's not on a formation.
Right. You're not necessarily seeing the safety over the top and saying, okay, now this is a fade route.
I mean, I can kind of sometimes, but he's doing it with some authority.
Here's some of the clips of Tony Romo.
Now, the problem with the clip is you can't see the result. You're only hearing
Just take our word for it.
You're only hearing him call it out.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Tony, we've been practicing since May. We've been all over the place, and now it's time for real.
I'm excited to be here. Told you earlier I got butterflies. It's opening day. This ball's going to Lynch.
Muerty! That's it! Here's Lynch, right side, and jammed and pushed back.
Jim, I got $5. This is a run to the left.
I've got to pay now as it's Henry. Stepping out. Had a good block by Josh Klein. What did you see there?
I've seen football in the NFL for 14 years.
What's better? Hey, kill! Kill!
Kill. Here comes a run to the left.
That's up!
It is a run to the left, and it's off left guard. It's Lynch taking the pile with him. What do you see here, Tony?
Well, I thought they were going to run the ball to the right.
Express!
Now he's going back left with the run.
There you go. To the left it is. Richard.
Well, we got a free safety blitz off the edge. He changed the play.
The give is to Lynch. Up the middle and push back short.
You know what it's similar to? That's enough. Everybody gets the idea. It's similar to when you watch like the national championship game. They're doing it with Super Bowl II where they have all the coaches around.
Yeah.
You know, on ESPN does like the 10 channels.
They're all
and you watch
wearing a
just the
conference
coaches.
table.
They did that for the opener this year.
Yeah. It's
Film room.
very similar to that.
Yeah.
Where those guys are all sitting there and they're calling out the plays, and it's just like if you're a geek like we are, you just watch that and you're just in awe. You got your
Another
pants
thing
around
that
the
just
ankles.
Did he miss on any?
I'm sure he did.
He missed
sure he
on
did.
one that actually, when he saw the safety come up, he said, well, when you see that coverage, you throw the fade, and they actually threw a slant.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a similar deal. He then explained, he's like, well, you know you got one-on-one, so you either do the fade or the slant.
Yeah, I wonder if Aikman ever does that.
He's good at it.
Yeah.
Never.
Well, I watch Aikman a lot, and not like that.
No.
He might do it once in a blue moon, but I mean, obviously they saw that Tony had this ability,
They kept going back
and
to
they
it,
kept going back to it.
You know why Nantz is a star is because he let Romo be a stud there, and he was setting him up, and it's just refreshing to see. He has
Well, you know
To
what
his
else
credit,
he's
they-
doing?
To his credit, they also practice, unlike Jay Cutler, who said he didn't even practice one time.
Well, that's because it's Jim, and Jim's a professional. I also feel like Jim is, I've noticed this more. I've never noticed it before from Jim Nantz. He set the bar really low. Every time he's ever talked about it, he's like, man, we got to practice. We've been really, you know what I mean? So that when he finally comes on with Tony, you're like, because that doesn't sound like a typical analyst. He still sounds like almost like an outsider because it's not like sort of the standard analyst role.
He's not as smooth as a guy like Phil Simms, because Simms has done it forever.
Absolutely. I'm not criticizing him.
Yeah.
But I feel like Jim just lowered the bar, kept lowering. We talk about him. He goes, I don't know, man. We've been practicing. We're trying to coach him up, do the best we can. And then he comes out. He set the bar so low, and he blows us away.
Yeah. Nantz he's a certified genius.
He is.
He's amazing at what he does.